So I moved here to California when I was 29, and I came with nothing but $100 in my bank account. It was crazy. Like, looking back, I can't believe I did that, but I did, and all my family, my friends, not one person supported my vision to move to California. They said, how can you go there? You're crazy. You don't know anyone. And I said, I'm going. What did I have to lose? Any one of you will take me back if I fail. I worked really hard the first year. I took odds and ends jobs. I had a background in marketing. So it took about a year for me to save about $12,000 to $15,000. I took that entire money and I invested into radio advertising with a partner I met in mortgage and real estate. For me growing up, I was told no all the time. And I just remember saying, well, it's only no now. But when I grow up and I can make my own income, I hate no's, first of all. And one of the things I wanted to get across for you all is the power of yes and how to avoid no's in business. I want the yes as quickly as I can. So one of the shortcuts that I do to this day is I create things that people need before they even start it with me. Whether it's a video, whether, again, it's a new kind of logo that based on the message they're doing, you have their name on it and they're interested and they want to talk to you more. And there's an agreement that has to be made. An agreement obviously means money, right? It's a contract. So without saying, well, I want to charge for that, you should pay me for that, which is kind of tacky. I like saying, let's set up an agreement. And people will say, send it over. And if they're not serious, they're not going to keep wasting your time. First of all, you have to believe in your idea and you have to market it. A lot of people think marketing is an expense. And it's not. For me, it was an investment. And how are people going to know about your idea if you don't invest in that advertising and marketing, right? But the number one thing that I do, and I love getting a hold of, is someone's website. Your website is everything. It's on your business card. And the old way of doing business, people had a website. It was just their business card. They just had to go and look at it. Not a lot had to go on in there. Today, with now your website has to be mobile friendly. We never had to have that before. Google this year called it mobile get-in. Your website must be mobile friendly to be found at the top of search engines. Your website has to convey the message of what it is your customer is going to find, the tips, the lessons, and that's going to be content, that's going to be branding, your logo's going to look good.
So how can you really control your image without it being diluted?
That's a great question. So first of all, you want to have a good LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is your professional image. Have a professional photo. Invest in a professional photo. This is very important. I teach classes on YouTube alone.
Oh my God.
And this is so important. So there's so many times we go into a business and it could be a huge brand. And they have videos on different channels. It's not one page. And converting everything to one channel, don't make people find it. Some people Google it and then you're searching for your stuff. Well, first of all, that's not going to help your algorithm to get found. You need to be organized for Google.
Yeah.
So by organizing your own content on all the major channels, you're helping Google to help get your name or your brand found. Make sense? You want to control your brand. Some people may have 3 businesses going on. Make different pages for them. Maybe one of them is going to die, but don't mix like I also do art. So I wouldn't mix my art brand with my marketing brand, with my Lisa, I'm the mom, brand.
Yeah.
You need to separate them, ideally, versus putting them all in one place. YouTube is so powerful. Again, if I had YouTube in 2000, oh my gosh,
yes.
I would have made so much more profits.
So we are in basically a prime age to make a business, right? We really have to do it.
You are. I often believe that the experienced generation needs to learn from the millennials, and there has to be a gap that you bridge the two.
Yeah.
Because you all need the experience.
You think you don't have anything to offer, right? But with what you're saying, the fact that you're a millennial, the fact that your mindset is just growing up at this time, that's valuable.
It's so valuable. So creating visuals for people is huge.
And do you kind of have this one final proverb that you could tell everyone? Because I know you packed a lot of information.
I was talking to you all and I wanted to share some advice. I asked some of my colleagues who are CEOs I respect, what would you tell your 25-year-old business self?
Yes. And that's you guys.
That's right. So mine is to build the right team. It's very important. Jim Callens from Good to Great said, getting the right people on the bus and getting the wrong people off are important. and having different companies, I had people that I felt bad, like I need to let them go, and I feel bad because how are they going to, pay for their car? Today, business is business. You have to have a business mind on versus a friend hat on. Some other business advice I had for the 25-year-old just came from one of my good friends who I had the privilege of working with in the early 2000s at my other company. So he says, number 1, never underestimate any contact you have or you just recently gained. It's the most important aspect of business. is to have friendly, honest, and customer service. Your clients will take a B quality company with the A-level customer service over an A quality company with B-level customer service. So have fun and having that personal connection. I often, with my clients, my emails are with gratitude. How can I serve you? I'm there for them. Without them, I don't exist.
Really great. That was really great. Let's give her a hand.
Thank you.